Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our second live hour of live shopping, and we have got a special day for you today. It's Tattered Lace Day, and the lady behind the brand is with us, even though you're flying off to Denmark at lunchtime. She was adamant she was coming in to share Tattered Lace with you and the latest collection, which is absolutely exquisite. So, Stephanie.
Right, first of all, guys, we're going to start round here. Katie, come and let's show everybody, let's show our lovely, lovely viewers how beautiful Tattered Lace is. Now, it was many years ago, and we're just fishing out all the awards that it's won over the years. We literally were the first to bring you delicate, detailed cut dies, and it was born out of my frustration of having the clunky stuff that didn't have that refined finish. And now, you know, now it's a staple in the craft industry, is having these lacy, beautiful, beautiful fabric looking delicate dies. So we have brought to you a brand new collection. It's a long time since Tattered Lace, and I've been able to get my mojo back and get into doing this. But I wanted to bring you something that was fit for 2025 and into the future, that was going to give you everything that you needed for your hybrid crafting as well as paper crafting, because now we are using stenciling and stamping, and we're using our embossing and our painting and our paper crafting, and we're combining them to bring the most exquisite cards that we can. So it's not a massive collection, it's a luxury collection. And by luxury, I mean the detail that you've got in these. So let's just talk about the versatility first of all. I wanted to bring you a full lace panel. Now you've now got die cutting machines that will absolutely eat cutting this. It'll do it like butter. But that lace panel, I wanted it not to just to be geometric around the outside, but to actually also encourage elements of the lace to be taken in and built around those edges. So we needed to bring you one of our nested shaped dies. So this is the nested shape. You're going to get all of the colours, all of the sizes you can see here. Each one of them is going to allow you to layer in and create extra frames. So your frames are going to become delicate, but the delicacy is going to be extended by the edges that you've got. So these edges will work with your foundation, with your frame, and you'll notice here that is non-directional. So you can actually change the direction of the way that you use this one. Just get this one out. And you can have it with the scallops going up. You can have it with the scallops going down. You can have them going to the right or to the left. It works for all of them. Then we brought in these beautiful borders. Now, this is a story where you can really build on any of those fabulous background papers that we've got. And these borders are delicate and detailed. They just finish off the edge, but there are no restrictions on the width of the card. You can have it any width because these are going to allow you to build up the design. But imagine layering these up and creating an overlapping, undulating, just wave of beautiful lace. And then to go with it all, we wanted something delicate to decorate. So brought you a very exquisite vintage collection of delicate roses. So the open rose, that cabbage rose, really open to the sunshine. Then the little buds, you've got tiny buds, tiny flowers in there that are just going to finish off the accents. You're going to add in the little rose buds themselves, which are just so cute and gorgeous. And in addition to that, we needed something that was going to frame the whole design. So I wanted these shabby pieces of wood, but cut into, so that you've got, again, a layered die cut into so you can expand it and really take this on a journey and as a story. So not only are we giving you the dies, not only have you got the stencils, not only have you got the actual MCS and the SVG files, you have got a choice of where you want to take this Tattered Lace journey for your crafting.
Absolutely. And just to explain to everybody the process that you went through to be able to cut these dies and get the paper to release from them, because you worked with somebody, didn't you, in the States to create a special coating?
We did. So Carl spent a lot of time working with a lovely guy called Mike Dewan. And Mike's retired now, and he was he had a manufacturing plant in Arizona. God, it's hot in Arizona. It's properly boiling there. I don't know how people live in Arizona. But anyway, super, super hot. So he had a plant there that he'd been using for etching. And basically, Mike's break came when he was invited to do some artwork for the Super Bowl, of all things. And now in America, you guys, you know, for Americans, Super Bowl's like the equivalent to us being in the World Cup. It's a big event. And Mike got to etch the players' faces onto metal, and it was so accurate and so lifelike that started off a trend of him doing more of this work. So his accuracy was one of the big things. And I met him at a trade show in Anaheim. And lovely man, absolutely lovely man. He's been and stayed with us a few times, and he's just lovely. And we talked about die cutting and how it was clunky, and how could we get it to be much smoother. Now, some of you will know and some of you won't. I'm telling a story I've never really told before, but Carl, my lovely husband, is an engineer. So by trade, I mean, he's also a bit of a chef, a bit of a gardener.
He's a definite DIYer.
Thank goodness. He's a DIYer. Oh, we had mice eat through a pipe last week. Honestly, thank goodness for Carl. And he can turn his hands to most things. So he worked with Mike, and they worked on a coating. And with Mike's expertise and Carl's listening to me badgering him, they came up with a non-stick coating. And it came about because one day he was cooking breakfast, nothing was sticking to the pan. I'm watching him slide everything out the pan, and the pan was almost dry. And I'm like, why can we not have non-stick dies? Why do we have to poke the holes, poke every hole? And it was all about not just the coating, but the way the coating was applied and the thickness of it. So they worked on it, created this coating, which is now used all the time. And the die is now a dream to work with. And they literally, you can tap them and everything drops out. It's become an industry standard. And we are talking about sort of 20 odd years ago, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's the exciting bit, because then Tattered Lace became a brand that was renowned for detail. And that detail is what we want to bring you. But I also wanted to make what you've got here work with what you've already got, and bring you something that was just going to refresh your collection. And that's what we've done.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous. Right, so you're going to demonstrate for us, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Lovely. So I'll run you through exactly what you're getting. And
hello,
your codes,
everybody. I'm going in now. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay, so where you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop with us on either of our social platforms, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And when you're ready to purchase that item, you're just going to type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video. So you're not going to miss a second of what Stephanie's going to teach you from the lady who developed the brand in the first place, which is just fabulous. Then you're going to get a message to your social media inbox that says thank you very much for your order, and within that message there will be a link. You click on that link, that will take you to highlightcrafts.com. Please log in to your account before you check out. If you don't have an account with us yet, please make one, because it automatically makes you a Highlight Club member, which gives you extra discounts, loyalty points, and on a basket spend over £35, free shipping. So all the benefits, but no fee, which is great, right? If you're going to shop with us on our website, when I'm at home, I have the show on YouTube on my TV, and then I shop on my phone, on my tablet, depending on what's charged, and then I just add to basket down the side. You'll get a little red shopping basket up here at the top, and all your goodies are in there. When you're ready to check out, you're going to click on that basket, and that will take you through that checkout process. Right, so let's go through exactly what you're getting here. So you're going to get, this is shop bundle. You're going to get your Tattered Lace die and My Craft Studio artwork. Shop bundle, £69.99. You've got a £24.95 saving on a brand new Tattered Lace launch, which is really exciting. So you've got your classic lace panel. Stephanie will show you the dies when we go over to her so you can see the sizes of them, but you can tell from the packets they're a decent sized die. So you're going to, with all that detail, think about cutting them through vellum, cutting them through your mylar, maybe even with your metal shim. That would be a great one to do. Absolutely fabulous. Cardstock, all those different materials. So classic lace panel is included. You've got your borders, which are absolutely exquisite. I mean, they're stunningly beautiful. Then you come down to your fundamental squares, and they've got that lovely lacy edge that isn't overdone. It's just right to work perfectly with this panel. Then you've got your nested wooden shapes, which creates line and layer and design, and it works really well with this shabby look. So this would work brilliantly if you got your rice papers the other day and you're going to incorporate those into there, because you could have those behind or enhanced with the borders. And then last but by no means least, at the bottom you've got your florals and your foliage in there, which is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Shop bundle, $69.99, $24.95 saving. Right, let's do them individually for you. So shop classic, $22.99 will get you that die with that beautiful detail. In fact, I'm going to open it up so that you can see it, because you need to see the size of this. Now, very cleverly designed, because the detail will cut into your cardstock, so you can add your borders on either side, and then you've got the outside fundamental, which will cut that out of your cardstock. So all those different elements that you can then create, snip into it as well. So you can do things like that with them as well, which is just super exciting. So that die, $22.99, will get you the classic panel by itself. If you just want the borders by itself, you can shop those, shop vintage. You're going to get those 2 lace borders in there. If you want shop ornate, you're going to get your fundamental ornate dies in there as well, which work perfectly with this collection. If you just want the wooden elements, shop wood. This is going to be great if you do art journaling, bullet journaling, all those different things so you can enhance them. Shop wooden, $8.99, or shop cluster is going to get you the florals for $9.99. So you can see there the best value is by ordering the full bundle, shop bundle, $69.99. That includes your MyCraft Studio. So let me show you exactly what you're getting in this. And again, this is about giving you the elements that you need to be able to be the creator that you want to be. So you've got that lace panel. You can change it into the different colours. You've got these wonderful floral elements in here that would work perfectly with the ones that you got with your rice papers last week. So mixing and matching, maybe getting out some of your earlier tattered lace collections and revitalising them with these extra panels, or those floral decoupage that we did, now with a brand new panel, reinvigorating what you've already got. That's the best way to shop. Buy something that you can go backwards with as well as forwards with, and that's how Stephanie designs, because we're all crafters and we want the best value for money. Then you've got your florals in here, you've got your foliage going into the leaves by themselves, you've got your wooden panels in here, you've got the delicacy. I mean, look how beautifully fine that swirl, that, oh, just exquisite. You've got all your different little elements of the wood which you can expand, and then you've got your borders in there as well. You get your reflections artwork included in both colourways with the Micro Studio. Remember, this is included in the $69.99 that you're paying for the bundle, and then also these exquisitely beautiful background papers. So we colour pick with that lace overlay that's already been added for you, changing all the colours again so you can mix and match with previous collections. So just think, because it's in blue, well, I want blue, I want a different colour. Absolutely do that in Micro Studio. So if you want the bundle with Micro Studio, shop bundle, $69.99. We do have them as SVG files. I'm going to go into more detail with this at 6 o'clock tonight on the Scan and Cut show. These 2 hours are all about die cutting and getting the best out of your purchase, because that's what we're about here at Highlight Crafts. Inspiration, information and education, to quote our Nancy, who used to do the Tattered Lace magazine. That's what it's all about. So if you want the SVGs and the MCS together, which would absolutely encourage you to do, because you can change the colour of this to black and create cutting files for your bouquets that you build, your compositions that you build. It's $22.99, and that's going to get your SVG files and your MCS together. Right, let's just talk about some shape cards. I'm going to come back to these a little bit later on because we've got some perfects. In fact, let's just do it now while Stephanie gets ready for her demos. I'm going to put all these out. I'm going to sort all this lot out so we know what we're looking at, because I'm just going to pick one of the samples off from the back, because this really made me think this morning. Look how beautiful this card is. Isn't that stunning? So instead of using it like that, you just fold it in the opposite way. Look how it becomes almost like a basket for your bouquet to sit inside. Look how that sentiment works perfectly on that wooden panel. Look how you've got the borders in there as well, exquisitely beautiful. And then the papers and the borders at the background, using different papers to the ones that you're getting in here, mixing and matching all of those different collections. So I'm going to sort those out so they can show you exactly what you're getting while Stephanie demos. But just before we go, we want to introduce you to these stencils, because these are lovely. Think about all the paste that David brings you, the Capella, the Sirius, the expanding paste. Think about colouring your paste with all those different mediums and then running them through the stencil and having a dimensional background. Shop Panel is going to get you the lace panel stencil, which is absolutely beautiful. Even if you just ink through it, spritz through it, run it through your die cutting machine with your rubber mat, that will give you that embossed look as well. And then that is Shop Panel, $8.99. Or you can have the borders, Shop Border, $8.99. They're A5 stencils, and when you see what Stephanie's going to do with this, you're going to want them. So pop them in your basket, then you can sit back and enjoy the show. Right, my lovely lady, are you ready?
I am indeed.
Excellent.
Right,
I'll see you in
come
a
over
minute.
here, guys. I just want to show you this. So I've just used some of the pearl that's on the show. So this are Cadence 3D dots. This is the pearl one. I've just used that through this stencil and then given it a very fine spritz with our shake and gilt, and look at the effect that you're getting with that. It's just stunning. So imagine that white on white. So you're going to get a really, really delicate finish. So first of all, we're going to do a couple of little things. So we've got these beautiful borders cut. I'm going to assemble this card first, and then we're going to come back and have a look at doing some actual die cutting. But before I assemble it, well, actually, let's get this up here. Oh, and if you haven't got your tape, guys, please get that tape that we've got, because it is so easy to work with. And we have got that in our posh paper.
Amber, what's the code for spin the wheel, please? Type win in the comments with a chance to win on Spin the Wheel. So we're doing that as well today.
It's going to be a busy day,
everybody.
It's going to be
a busy day.
Super exciting, busy. Right, so that is just going in, well, wonky, but never mind. Seems to be the story of my life at the moment. Bit of a wonk. Right, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my stencil. I'm just going to take this one. I'm going to put a little bit more spray on it. So I'm using my stencil spray adhesive, just a little tiny bit of it, and I'm just going to pick this up and I'm just going to place that here, so just over that edge of the design like that. Okay, then I've got some of this beautiful pearl, so I'm going to take a little bit of the pearl, and I've got a little bit of white paint on this brush. It's the tiniest little bit, but it's there. That's the residue from what I was doing earlier. And I'm just going to do a combination of pearl and white. And I'm not trying to make this perfect. We're going down that beautiful shabby finish, delicate lace finish that you want with your laces. So some of it is going to be extended past the area. Some of it is just going to just fade away, just the tiniest little bit. So I'm literally putting on that little bit. Don't even want it perfect. That's the last thing we want, is we don't want perfect. We just want a little bit of extra texture. So let's move those out the way, and you're just going to see how I've just put on that little bit of texture that I've got there. That's absolutely perfect for what we're wanting. Hold it up so you can just see I've added in just a little bit, and where the pearl is, you'll get a pearl finish. Where the white is, we're going to get a matte finish. Then I'm going to take my cut pieces, and they're just going to go over the top of it with little bits of it just sneaking out underneath. That's what's really important. Look at how perfectly that fits from one end to the other. It is a perfect fit. And then, because I haven't got I don't know where it is, I've got my tape, my glue somewhere, but I'm going to use this. Shows the versatility of all the things. So I'm going to use my Cadence, and I'm just going to run this brush. And we had these fine brushes on last night that were absolutely brilliant for this. I'm literally just putting the tiniest little bit of glue on here, so just on the areas, and we always try and give you an area to be able to glue, an area to be able to accent. And I'm just going to place that up there, so that little bit of pearl is just going to sneak through behind. But I haven't put this one down. I want the shadows coming through so you can see the depth and the dimension. Now, this is one that I did a few minutes ago with the other stencil, just with the pearl, to get that little bit of shading that we've got. And this one, I'm just going to tear it away, and I'm just going to pull that one down here. So now I've got lots of texture going on. This is really building up the most exquisite of our shabby cards. And we're just going to take that off there. And I'm going to get a little bit of my pearl, and I'm going to run it along this edge here. So just a bit so I can get it. And I'm just literally going to wipe that on that raw inside of the paper, so it doesn't look matte. The fibers are picking up the pearl, and you can see that I've got that lovely pearly edge at the back, and this is going to sit over the top like that. So we've got this pearl finish now. Don't worry, I've got a little smudge there. I'm not going to worry about that at all, but you're getting all these lustres of all the little bits of texture that you've got there. The next thing that I'm going to do is wipe my fingers. Right, mucky. Right, guys. So once we've got fingers cleaned, whoops.
And that's sorry, Stephanie, what medium did you use on the stencil, please?
I used my
pearl.
Okay. Yeah, dimensional pearls, and I used the white pearl, which is what we've got in our little bundle.
Yeah, so these are your dimensional ones. There's 25ml in each tube. You can use them for your pearls outside, so you could add pearl detail to your lacy panels. It's shot pearl. You get all three for $9.99. It's lovely, isn't it? It just gives it that lovely hue.
Right. I've got Celebrate on Your Special Day stamped on this one, so you can see I've got a little bit of dimension. I've got lots of panels cut. We're not going to need all of them. We are. Blinking heck. I am such a mucky pop.
How did you get yourself?
I don't know. No, I put my palm in it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
well.
just pants, aren't I?
No, you're not.
It doesn't matter how hard I try at the moment. I get everything everywhere.
Oh, it's crafting though, isn't it? We're all the same.
Just making sure this is going to come out. Right, I want to assemble my flowers, and I want to show you how to do this. So I've got, and this is just all drying, and then we're going to build it up, all the dimension. But look at what I've got. I've got roses. I've got these rose leaves. These are just beautiful. Look at them, they're gorgeous. Imagine these just tucked under there and peeking out. I mean, this is just, oh, this is lovely. And it's so nice when you've got everything like this, and it's all, where's all my rest of my flowers gone? And it's all so just delicate. And I think the other thing I wanted to share with you is RDT. I know when they like a product because of the samples they send us, and they've sent us some beautiful samples for this. Now, these pieces that are here are designed so that you can shape those. So where it's literally, so this isn't a flat flower, It's designed for you to be able to get your pokey tool in or your shaping tool and literally shape the petals. So we're building up dimension across all of the elements of the design. So I'm just literally pushing that in and shaping it, and look at how it's starting to shape the petals. So I'm going to come in again to this one, and then I've got another one there. I'm going to shape that one a little bit, and then we've got them here. So you'll find you can easily get your paintbrush or a pokey tool underneath them. You can shape them, so you've got lots of bits of dimension coming. And when we put one of the other flowers underneath it, so you get the shadow from the top, but you don't get the sort of colour showing through from the underneath. You just get the flower. That's what we want. Right, so I'm going to take some of my Pinflair glue gel. I'm just going to place that in the middle. So, and a little bit at the ends, and then a little bit here. So then that is going to go over the top like that. So we've started to get the dimension that we want. Then we're going to just do a slightly different one here. I'm just going to shape round the outside edges, but I'm shaping some of them round and some of them the other way. So we're going to get this one, and look at the difference between these, but they're still looking exquisite. So this is now going to go here, and I'm starting to build up my flower. So that one's going to go there. This big one's going to go over the top. We're going to be popping that one on. So let's get you in place. So we've got that lovely dimension coming together, so you can really see how this is going to build. Now this one, I want us to do something a bit different with. We're going to cut into it, and we're just going to take this part away. So, and don't throw these petals away, because I'm going to show you what to do with those as well. So I'm just going to take that part of it away, and then we're going to come round here, because this is going to be a different one. So I'm using the little pips that we create that hold the design together to just literally separate all those out. Right, this piece that we've got here, behind the scene photos. Right, you see this piece? You think that would get wasted. It doesn't. We're going to take that piece, and I'm going to tuck that, not that bit, we don't need that bit, just there. So it looks like there's another petal. That's what you want to, and these have been designed so that you can do this. Look, that's that one, but it looks different. So again, we're going to do some shaping here, up and round, round and round. Get all these petals just shaped. So I've cut into them purposely to make it as natural looking as possible. More, and just in the middle there, it's going to be enough to bring that one and tuck that one down there. So we're already starting to build up the composition. I've then got these lovely little buds, and that's why I didn't worry about that bit, because I knew that I was going to be putting a bud up there. So this bud's going to go a bit more shaping just there. Then this one is going to go next to it, but it's going to go there. So look at the way I've angled the actual flat head of the bud itself. This one is going to go there. So we're building our bouquet as we go. This little one's my favourite. Look at that one. How gorgeous is that? It's a proper little bud. That one is going to go up there. So we're taking it into the story. We've got our leaves. These need to go on. So I'm going to take again all of this and place this just here, and we're going to place that one so it's over the petals, so it looks like it's more dimensional. Got more of these, so we'll need to put this one just here so it's tucking out. This one doesn't want to be there at all, it wants to be down the bottom, so we'll take that one, just pop you down there. So now I'll let you just see that, just just the shape of there. So see how that's starting to come together. Now we're going to take another leaf here, this one, little bits of thing just there. This little flower that I've got here is going into the leaves just here. I'm getting so excited doing this. I haven't had a new kit to play with from Tattered Lace for such a long time. I had to wait all the way through Chinese New Year for this as well. It's too long. Then I've got one more little bud here. This is going here. So I'm just going to go up there with that. Right, now, so we've got our sentiment's going to go up here, but the sentiment is going to go on a little panel with these. So we're going to just, or are we going to put it down there? No, we are going to go up there. So I'll put you on now because I need to do, there's a bit more lace needs to go on. So this is going to go up here like this, there. Right, now our lace. So tear a piece, you just want it torn, and we're just going to tuck that piece of lace in. But instead of just tucking it, we need to put a little pleat in it like that, so it's not perfectly straight. So then your glue goes on there, there and there, so that when that goes under the flower like that, it's like a little curve. Then we get another piece and we're going to go round. So you're just literally making these little creases, and then I'm going to show you how to join them and make it into like a little doily. So you like that. And this is why these borders are so important to this collection, because they're giving us this extra little bit of dimension that we've got here. And this one is going to go under where we cut that petal back. I'm just going to lift this up. Come on, out. Lift it up. Pull that petal. You don't want you to get too far underneath. There. And I'm just going to give it a little gentle press to make sure, tuck that one under there, to make sure everything is where it needs to be. Just a bit more, just there, under. And I've got a few more little buds, and then we're done, and it's just exciting. So I actually quite like where that one fell. We'll leave you there.
Karen says, question and hope not too trivial. Never, Karen. I see Steph shaping her petals, but whenever I try, even around a pencil or a stick, I get bad marks. Any tips, please? Could just be the way holding the stick or pencil, but any help greatly appreciated.
Bad marks as in dirty marks? Or,
I don't know.
All right, so I'll show you. What I'll do is I'll show you how I do mine, so that you absolutely can do it, and I'll do that close up in a second. In fact, I'll do a few little demos of different ways of shaping for you. So I'm just going to pull that petal out a bit, because I want to tuck that rose under there to get that bit of dimension. Okay, so here we go. There you've got your card, and we've got our card shape, and it's on our square card, but I don't want to spoil the fact that we've got these card shapes. So I'm going to use that as my stand at the back. So that will be the way that will be my stand. When I've just lost a flower because I didn't stick it down far enough. Let's just pop you back on there, and pop you back on. Whoops, just there. Oh, see, I love that.
Definitely, that's
Look
beautiful.
at how pretty that is, everybody. But
That's
the shaping
beautiful.
of the flowers and that little bit of lace is really what does it. Can I just share this with you? Oh, and there's another thing. Oh,
Stephanie, can you just put that card you've made flat, and then Katie can get right in on the detail, because we didn't see much of it then, and we need to see that because it's beautiful. And instead of a stamp sentiment, you could do it in Micro Studio.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's stunning. Look how beautiful that is.
And can I show you what you're getting, guys? Look at this. look at all of these. So, and this is why those flowers work so well. So you get all the flowers on their own. You could be using these little mini plaques to put your sentiments on. And I love the fact you've got the bits that are cut in. But then look at this lot. You've got,
wow.
So you've got every one of these is a separate die. Every one of them allows you, and I'm showing you something with this in a minute. I could do with a whole day to share with you all the different things that you can do with this collection because it's so versatile. But look at how many different sizes you've got, how many different apertures you could be making with all of this. Then I'm just going to share, let me just share with you what these look like when we've done them. Oh, thanks, Katie, caught it. You're a good catch. So let's have a look at these because this is really, really pretty tattered lace. So look at how this has been built with all the different pieces of driftwood that have just been coloured to make it look exquisite. Cutting out of vellum. So it doesn't have to be cardstock, it can be vellums. Then building these up. So you've got them like mini bouquets. Look at all these elements. I didn't even use the little blue flowers or the trailing vine, all the little pink ones. I didn't even use those in my set, but you could be changing the colours and building the design. But look how that flower transcended into this. That's that one flower. It's different sizes just by adding in that extra bit of detail. Just want to get that bit there. Then you've got all of these, the borders. Look at those borders there. A little bit of acetate over the top of it with a pattern, but then the border, if I turn that round, it's just absolutely exquisite. And these borders can be layered so that you can get dimension and depth over the top of it. Purposely done these so that they're the same size so that it will mix and match. Then you can see how you could be putting these borders just onto the bottom of those straight panels, creating another layer of design. And then here's another one, putting apertures inside and layering them up. And then of course you've got all of these apertures, all of these frames, they all mix and match. And if I share with you this, if I get these and I share this, look, they don't have to be in the same orientation. They lend themselves perfectly because we've made sure they're symmetrical to actually being able to do what I'm doing here. So you've got that delicate edge just on there. And then because you've got that delicate edge, if I go back to where I've put it, my little panel, which is there, I can put that behind there. And look, it gives me almost like a double. So I line it up so that they sit like that. Just so pretty and delicate and so many ways of using it.
Karen's talking about bend marks. Just so that you know.
Right, Karen. So I can help you, help you with that one because part of the reason you get bend marks is because there aren't little cuts in the flowers.
Right.
So you get creases where you're trying to make the paper do something it isn't used to doing. So let me show you on the back of this one. And this is, look at all those detailed cuts that you've got in here. So because of that, and we've really upped how you make this work. So if I'm going to roll this one. So I'm literally going to roll it like this. So I've rolled it really tight and you can see I haven't got, let me just go a bit tighter. I haven't got bend marks. You won't get bend marks with these flowers because this is what, so I'm rolling this really tightly like that and look at it. Look at how perfect it is. No bend marks because of it, all those little cuts. And what they're doing is they're just absorbing all the fibres as you take it round the corners. So that's one way of doing it. You can just literally like this. I'm just teasing this round. So just teasing it right on the very edge. So I'm taking it right round there. You could go even finer. So look at the difference in the thickness of these two brushes. If I go even tighter with this, I'm just going to roll it there. Look at that roll that you're getting just there. Or you might even want to roll it the other way. But what's happening is all the little fibres have got all these little cut marks to just absorb it. It's like trying to make a piece of paper without any cuts in it go round a corner. It won't go round the corner. But I've got one there. I've got this one which I've really properly curled. But the most exciting thing for me is going into it, finding where the little petals are, going underneath that petal and just shaping that petal. So coming in here, so you've got all of these, look here. You literally, all you need to do is just get your brush in, or your pokey tool. Pokey tools are better. You just get your pokey tool in there and just get a little bit of shape, and you've got that shape that you've got there. And then if you get a tiny bit of Cadence gilding wax and put that over the top, it'll just touch all the little curves and kiss them with a colour.
Isn't that fabulous? Thank you, Stephanie. Right, let's do a recap while our lovely lady gets ready for another demonstration. So first of all, the bundle. Now the bundle is all 5 sets of dies plus the Minecraft Studio. I've had a couple of questions about Minecraft Studio. You can't use it on a Mac, you can't use the program on a Mac, but you can access the artwork, so it's up to you. But we do have the dies by themselves as well. So Shop Bundle is going to get you the classic lace panel, that beautiful, delicate panel that will cut into your cardstock. So imagine that in the middle of an 8x8 card, and then you can build around the outside. You've got the outside edge that will cut it out if you want to as a straight square, but you can also mix and match it with the ornate fundamentals to give you a completely different look, which is wonderful. Snipping into these dies, you know, Tattered Lace was all about snippability, being able to finish off those little cut lines and snip bits out to decoupage them, create borders, all those different things that we've learned over the past years with Stephanie and Tattered Lace, and it was absolutely revolutionised the die cutting industry. There's nobody can argue with that, because it just went from having really basic shapes to really beautiful detailed elements. So Shop Bundle is going to get you the panel, the borders, the lacy borders. It's also going to get you fundamental dies where you've got those brand new nesting fancy edges. It's also going to get you the wooden elements, which I think are really cool. If you love your art journals or your bullet journals or your scrapbook pages, or you like to make a card look like a mini page and the flowers be your main focal point, those wooden elements are going to come in really handy to create line, direction. And then finally, you've also got those florals. One die, Swift. Swift was invented because of Tattered Lace, where we wanted all the different flowers on one piece of metal over the artwork that you can download for free from highlightcrafts.com. Run it through your die cutting machine, one pass, all of that. 10% of the bundle is now allocated in people's baskets. If you want, that comes with Minecraft Studio. So let me show you the Minecraft Studio so you see exactly what you're getting in that bundle. So you're going to get that classic lace panel that you can change the colours of. So if you craft digitally, this is going to be absolutely perfect. Then you've got all your florals, but broken down into individual elements. We're bringing out the flowers on Friday. The material that you can buy as well as those, you're going to love making your own designs with the florals. You've got your trailing trellis, trailing vine in there. You've also got your rose buds in there, so you can use those. Your wooden elements in there as well. Again, all change the colours, and you get the borders as well. You also get your charisma artwork from Tattered Lace, and you get your 6 backing papers, and these colours have been picked from the artwork to make sure that they are absolutely perfect for you. So that's your bundle, Shop Bundle, £69.99. You've got a £24.95 saving. If you just want the dies by themselves with the charisma artwork that you can download, Shop Traditional, £64.99. Okay, £64.99 is going to get you those brand new Tattered Lace dies. It's a while since we've said that. Brand new detail, that beautiful lace detail that we came to know and love, that made Tattered Lace the brand that it was. industry leading. Absolutely phenomenal. Right, if you want them individually, so I've got something for everybody's pocket. If you want Shop Classic, the classic lace panel with that outside edge cut in or cut out, snippable to within an inch of its life, so you get lots of different pieces out there. A lot of people saying this would work beautifully with the Eastern elements that we did.
Yes,
absolutely. Then you've also got, so that one is Shop Classic, $22.99. Your borders is Shop Vintage, $14.99, which is a cracking price. 15% of that by itself is now allocated and in people's baskets. Shop Ornate is going to get you Ornate Fundamentals. The design team have used those in most of the cards that we've got up there because it's just something different. It's that new nested shape again, which is super, super lovely. Shop Ornate is going to get you those set for $29.99. Shop Wooden is $8.99, and that's going to get you the wooden style dies. They're going to be brilliant for your sentiments, etc. And then finally, that's $8.99 for your wooden, Shop Wooden. And then finally, you've got Shop Cluster, the floral cluster die, $9.99. 15% of that is also allocated and in people's baskets. Right, if you're an SVG customer, you need to tune in at 6 o'clock because I need to talk to you about this panel. We've had to do it slightly differently so that the CM customers can also access it. And I'm going to show you that at 6 o'clock tonight. So the next show at 12 o'clock, we're going to focus on those shape cards. We're going to finish the demo we started and do another one. But for this one, this traditionally tattered lace, we're going to do that at 6 o'clock tonight. But you can get it in your basket now, get it checked out, get it downloaded because it's instant, and then you could craft along at 6 o'clock. So Shop Download is going to get you SVG and MCS. Shop Download $22.99 is going to get you all of that. And you've got these in many, 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 many different sizes. Right, so next, stencils. Your A5 lace panel stencil, which is exquisite. Imagine this with that expanding paste from Cadence where you heat it and it all bubbles up. That will look exquisitely beautiful in that. So you're getting Shop Panel, $8.99. Shop Border, which gives you these wonderful lacy borders that also create line and layers and design, and you can do whole backgrounds with them. Absolutely fabulous. A5 vintage lace border, Shop Border, $8.99. Right, I'm going to talk to you about these shape cards because some of our design team have used these really cleverly. We've gone back to templates for you. Amanda wanted to do a whole range of shaped card templates. So the first ones that we're bringing you is set 1, Shop Shape, $9.99. This is set 1. So you're going to get these templates and they're going to make these 4 different cards. So you've got your shutter card in this one. How lovely is that? So you literally score or draw through the template, fold, cut where you need to cut, fold where you need to score, or score where you need to fold, and that will give you that shutter card. Isn't that beautiful? Then you're also going to get your center stepper, this one, which is great, and you can use it that way as well. Don't always think you have to use it horizontally. Look at it vertically as well and see what different ideas you can come up with for that. You've got your side stepper in there as well, which is super, super cool. Again, you could use that one that way and have the ornate flowers just coming up in an arch there. And then also, now this is another stepper that's got the double sides, but it's not meant to be a stepper, it's your pop-up. So you've got your pop-up mechanism in there as well. But look how fabulous that looks as a card shape. Isn't that exciting? I love these. I think they're really, really clever. So Shop Shape is going to get you all 4 of those templates to make all 4 of those cards. That's your first set. Your second set is Shop Card. And this one is brilliant. So you're going to get that one. That's this one at the back, the one that I showed you earlier where they've turned it, where they folded it backwards and used that, put a sentiment across and filled it with the flowers. Okay, so don't just see them as what they are, see them as what they can be. So you're getting that one in there. This one, which I love. I've seen the design team do these for quite a long time. How fabulous is that? Isn't that beautiful? That would look stunning as well with these. Just a little slit at the back so you can then pop those in. This is your diamond front. That would look stunning. You could do 2 together, create a diamond gatefold, which would look fabulous as well. And then also this one, which you can use this way, or you can use that way, which is super, isn't it? So all 4 of those as templates, that's shop card, that's $9.99. The next ones, now these were the ones I did on the scan and cut. So you're going to get the templates for these. The scan and cut ones, which we'll talk about later on in the show, come with the matte layers. But on this one, you've got your side stepper template. So I'm just going to show you all the different ones that you've got. You've got this one here that all folds out like that. Remember, these are the SVGs, so your matte layers you will do from your templates. You've then got that one that folds and stands up. Imagine how beautiful that's going to be, filled with a bouquet of flowers. You've got your tuxedo card there, which is super cool. That would be a great one to use as well. And then you've also got your box card. Now imagine this. So you can have it like that when it opens out and has the little box behind it. You could fill that with a bouquet of flowers, but you can also use it that way as well. So those 4 templates, shop stencil, that's a set of 3. No, that's not right. Where's my third one, Amber?
$9.99.
What's the code, please?
Stencil.
Shop stencil $9.99. Okay, that's set 3, not set of 3, Melanie. Oh dear. It's only Tuesday. I'm going to be like by Saturday morning. Brace yourself. Right, now then, cut and use foam. One of my top 3 products from Cadence. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, when you think of all the beautiful things that Cadence bring us, but you need the right applicator. This foam is phenomenal. I now use it for retacking my mats. I've used it for applying glue this morning for the thing that we're launching on Friday. I know. And you're going to get an A4 sheet. It's called cut and use because you can wash it and reuse it. It has a very dense foam on one side and a denser foam on the other side that you can heat and put elements into, like coins or buttons or leaves or twigs, and create stamps with it. But for application, this is by far the best thing you'll ever buy. It's just brilliant. We had one lady come on the festival. She painted a whole bathroom walls using that foam. It's brilliant, and it doesn't drag everything into it. It keeps it on the surface so you get a really nice smooth finish. Shop foam will get you that for $5.99. Your metallic pearl bundle, which is the paint that Stephanie's been using this morning, but you can also use it directly out of the bottle to create your little beads. So imagine cutting your lacy panel and then putting those little elements on with the beads rather than sticking them on with glue. Use it with the paint. Super easy to do as well. That's Shop Pearl. $9.99 will get you all of those. And if you want to clean your stencils, we've got the official stencil cleaner from Cadence that will clean your stencils perfectly. I'm looking for a pokey toe. Have you got one?
I don't need it.
Okay. Which will clean your stencils. That is Shop Clean, $12.99. Now then, Stephanie's using the Kit and Caboodle Pro Cut. In my opinion, the best die cutting machine on the market. It doesn't have the most pressure because it doesn't need it. It needs the correct amount of pressure. But the best thing about that machine is that 5mm plate. And as long as you keep that 5mm plate that's made out of a different material on top, it will not bend. So if you're sick of buying plates, because they do that, and I know a lot of you are, you're sick of buying plates because they're not cheap, you don't need to buy a new 5mm plate unless you want to buy one to keep it for your specialty cardstocks. It doesn't matter where I press on that plate, it does not rock because it is absolutely flat as a pancake. It's brilliant. You can see this has had thousands of cuts. This will take thousands more, but it has to be on the top. So in your box, you're going to get 2 3mm plates. One of those goes on the bottom. You'll also get a magnetic shim. That goes on top of your 3mm plate. Your die will then go on there facing up, and then your cardstock will go on top, and then your 5mm plate. If you want to use one of the Polly Pockets that we were selling last week, put one of those on top of your card and then your 5mm plate on top. Run that through your Pro Cut and it will cut like a dream. You also get a metal shim in there that you can use for cutting things like mylar and plastic with thin metal dies. Don't go too detailed, but you can get a really good result with that metal shim. And then also an embossing mat. So if you wanted to take the stencils and emboss them, rather than painting through them, that's an option for you. Now we've got it on a deal. It's £109 for what I consider, I bought one for home, so what I consider to be top of the tree die cutting machine with all the accessories that comes with it. You're saving £60.99. I don't know how long this deal is staying on for, but £109 for an electronic A4 cutting machine is absolutely superb, and one where you don't have to keep replacing those plates, because that's really frustrating. Right, Stephanie, are you ready for us?
I am.
Lovely.
Yes. So what I want to do is I'm just going to put this die with the frame that we've got here, so you can see how I've got both of those together. And I'm just going to get a piece of cardstock and making sure that all the edges aren't touching, because we don't want it to overlap anywhere. So I'm just pulling that away, making sure that that's all perfect.
Stephanie, can I just ask a question? Fran is asking, do we know when the instructions for folding all the card templates will be ready? She's not a card maker.
They're done.
They're done?
They are done, so I'm guessing I just need to give Andrew a nudge to get them online.
Okay.
Fran, I'll give Andrew a nudge as soon as I get off here. He's been away, but he's back. So Katie, could you pass me that plate, please? What I'll do is we'll get him and we'll give him a nudge and get them all done for you, because I know it's frustrating if you want to know how to do something.
Absolutely.
But every one of them's filmed.
Okay, perfect. Daphne's asking me how you'll make shape stencils with how would you make matte lace for the shape stencils? I'll show you that tonight at 6 o'clock on the Scan and Cut show. But thank you for your questions.
Yeah, and I need one of those turning turntables.
You do? A rotation station?
Yes, I do. I need one of those. I craft, I'm afraid, in a right blinking mess.
Right, Wendy Corbett is giving us a review.
What's the review?
I have got the Pro Cut and I have a few other machines and highly advise in getting the machine. I love it. It's a game changer and cuts like a dream. The price is amazing and works out cheaper when you're a member, so you get your club discount on top of that, and you also get your points to spend on something else. So our Wendy Corbett, thank you for that. That's amazing. Fran says thank you, and Daphne says thank you. You're all very welcome.
Right,
That's
guys,
what we're here
I
for.
want to show you something. So this is what we're doing is, so you saw I put both of those dies on. I now want to remove the outer die, but I don't want to remove the inner one. So I've just removed that outer die like that. Now I need to make sure this goes back into the die properly. Got a little tiny soft spot there. So I'm just going to take my plate and I'm just going to, oops, where's that sticky flower coming from? Yeah, it's off there, Katie, isn't it? I know.
The other thing I love about this machine is you don't have to catch the plates, do you? You don't have to run across your craft room to catch the plates, because it will just literally stop.
I once did that at Create and Craft. I once did a thing where the plates went running across the thing. They shot past the cameraman and not halfway across the studio.
I remember that.
It's a bit embarrassing. Right, look at this.
Wow. Now there's a recommendation for your Pro Cut.
Isn't that just gorgeous? Okay, so now
that's amazing.
What we're going to do is, I've got about 5 things going on at once here. So
and that's different to normal how?
And it's not, is it?
No.
I can't decide what to do because I've got so many lovely ideas of stuff we want to do. Right, I want to show you how to mitre corners.
Okay, perfect.
So first of all, so you get, that's one, that's the other. So I'm going to make it so they've been made so that corners mitre. So it's going to make you a little butterfly at that end, and all you're going to do is mitre the corner. Can I have some of that magic tape, please, that we've got on the show? Do you know that it's under that
this
one?
tape?
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
This one and this one.
Okay.
Now, because it's tissue tape and it's very, very fine, keep thinking of things I need to show you. You might be looking at it thinking, I need to show them that, I need to show them that. Right, so if I just put this here, I'm just going to share this with you. So you take these two pieces, that one is going to slide over there like that until it lines up with those bits there. Can you see all those little bits line up? You'll get a little butterfly in the corner and a little circle there, like that. Hi, Sam.
Hi. Sam's joining us now on cameras. She was producing my show. She's now on cameras here. She's setting up the next show. She's a busy girl, is our Sam. All over it.
You're good at this, aren't you, Sam? Right, I'm making sure that I've got a perfect corner. So use something that's a corner. And I'm just going to put that little bit of tape there, because then the next thing you can do is this. Trim into there, get rid of that piece, get rid of the piece that's underneath, and that will mitre absolutely perfectly there, like that. Okay, so you can see how perfect it is. So now get the tiniest little bit of this tape, which you won't see because it's tissue tape. So just get the back off that bit because I've got a bit on there. So just roll that off because it rolls off. And roll, there you go. So you are going to go like that. Absolutely perfect. And I'm just going to put that bit of tape there. So at the moment you can see it, but when I do this, you're not going to see it. You know what, guys? It's so nice to have a new collection to work with, to play with and create the designs that we're doing. So if I just get the back off this little bit of tape, you can see there's it mitered. Right, now I'm going to place it on my frame. Where's my frame gone? What? I have to get a new one.
You are funny. Where's my frame gone?
It's just the way it is, isn't it?
It is absolutely the way it is.
So there, like that. Look, oops, I've moved my butterfly bit. There, look at how perfect that is. Right, so then,
wow.
I know. Now we do the next one.
You think you designed that?
Anyone would think it wasn't an accident.
No, I know,
right? It goes there.
Don't forget to type like winning as well for a chance to win spin the wheel.
So on the back, like that. Oops. So here, there, line up absolutely perfectly. There. Then I'll do the next. I've already done this one, but that would be great if I hadn't lost the other bit. Oh my gosh. Oh, where is it? I've prepped it. I've got it all ready. I've lost it.
Michelle Hopkins, what is the code, please, for the new Tattered Lace SVG and MCS? Is it a download? Yes, it is. I have to leave now for my Easter craft class. Michelle, it is shop download, and it's $22.99, darling.
Right, I'm just going to get this. Right, ham-fisted today. Not really.
Because you're excited about going to Denmark.
I am a bit excited about it. I'm not excited about the travelling though, because it's a waste of time, isn't it? What? 12 hours of it, like next week. Yes. Oh yeah, Amber's going away next week. I don't know what we're going to do with you.
No, I don't know what we're going to do without her.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
What
I
did
don't
I
know
say?
what we're going to do with you. We're going to no.
Without you.
I know, I don't know what we're going to do without her either.
Oh, Amber, we're going to miss you. Can we all come?
You're 2 weeks as well, aren't you? Going to California. 3 weeks?
Yeah. Is it 3 full weeks?
Well, it's just over 2 weeks. I'm going to be there for.
Oh, no.
She's off here.
Come back on the Wednesday evening.
What are we going to do, not having amber?
I have no idea.
Then look what happens when you layer the next layer of lace over the top. Or you do that layer.
Beautiful that is.
Was supposed to be pinks. Or you put your... see how pretty that lace looks when it's... Look at the little butterflies on the corner.
Yeah, that's
when
amazing.
It's all layered. And then what we can do, layer this one. Then take this one. So you've got just a little bit of lace around there, lace in there, and then you go into here and you get, where's it gone? A diddy one. That's here. You get a diddy one in.
Oh, gosh.
In there.
How many of us spend half the day looking for the bits that we've cut? Because I guess we end up working in a 6-inch square.
How pretty all those layers of lace look.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It just looks like real lace, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely.
And the other thing about it, and one of the reasons why the blues work, is because you've got pinks and blues in here. So, right, I'm going to glue this bit down this far.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
You can watch me if you want.
No, well, it's up to you.
I don't mind, but I'm just going to get this glued because otherwise it will go wrong.
So, Carol says,
and
your table looks very much like mine when I'm in the middle of a project. Yeah, you should see mine, the floor. The floor's the worst bit. If I ever lose anything, the floor is the first place to look. Daphne says, blinking X, Stephanie. They need to get you a bigger desk when you're crafting. Everything lost itself. I know. But you do though, don't you? As crafters, that's what we do. And Fran says she loves the idea of the framing. Absolutely. Amber, California this time with the chaos there. Please be safe. I don't know what that means.
It's because they've got wildflower.
Oh, yeah.
Shooting?
Oh, you're not
going? You're not going?
Mum knows, yes. I'm not telling her.
Amber, no.
Be careful.
Tell everybody what you're going to do, what you've booked.
A helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon.
Helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. And what did Darren say when he booked it?
I can't imagine being in a helicopter crash would be nice.
Can't imagine being in a helicopter crash would be nice. After he's just booked a flight in a helicopter that's going to land in the middle of the Grand Canyon. Men, honestly, frightened the life out of her. Right, Wilma says, I thought I was an untidy crafty, but you take the biscuit, Stephanie. This is actually, I'm going to let you into a secret, this is actually tidy. Sam, do you want to come and have a look at some of these finished samples?
I
Stephanie's
think
doing that because
Sam, they need you to stick up for me because they're being mean.
These are beautiful. Now, I want to show you this card. I bet this is one of our Vicky Deakins. Yes, it is. Our Vicky Deakin. We're sending you all our love, Vicky.
Yeah.
How beautiful is this card? So she's taken a paper that she's probably got on a USB and printed it off. I mean, how lovely is this? You've got that panel of lace cut into that piece of white cardstock, so you've got an even border all the way around. She's then created that lovely bow using the bow maker that goes across, so that creates line. Then she's taken the wooden elements into Minecraft Studio and typed in her choice of font the sentiment that she wants and built up all those flowers around there. And then this is really clever. Look how beautiful this is at the bottom. She's done 3 or 4 layers of card and glued them together, and that's created the stopper. Isn't that just a stunningly beautiful card? I mean, how elegant is that? And it's, let's have a see, it's probably 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, probably about 8 or 9 cuts to create that card. Isn't that stunning? Completely different here, using that panel with one of the edging dies, one of the fundamental dies, using those nesting dies to create frames, but a different card shape and size. Aren't they just beautiful? And change the colours up. So we've gone from whites and golds to teals, creams, whites and golds to teal and gold and white, and it looks completely different. This one, using that panel slightly angled with all the florals just hugging and nestling those corners. How beautiful that one looks. So very similar to what Stephanie's doing now, using the frame over that panel. But look how I'm putting mirror in the background just makes that pop. So add in your mirror cards in there. Using one of this, look at this, card shape, with all the little borders used to decorate those panels. They're absolutely exquisite. Tima, you've done an amazing job. Vicky, Lou and Kath. I love this one, where they've used this as almost like a holder, a container for all the florals to decorate, and your sentiment in the middle. Very simple here from our Vicky. Look how lovely that is. So if you're not a fussy crafter, if you like clean and simple, there's something for you in there as well. But every single one of them is a little work of art, and every single one of them is, you were able to make these because of the quality and the work and the design that Stephanie has put into Tattered Lace in every collection. Go back and revisit some of your first collections and introduce this one. It will reinvigorate and revitalise everything that you've already got. I'm just going to do a very quick recap for you. So if you want the dies by themselves, you're going to get the lace panel with the outside edge. You're going to get your border dies. You're going to get your ornamental squares. So you're going to get the ornate squares nested. You're then going to get your nested wooden signs, and you're going to get your flowers at the bottom. Shop traditional, $64.99. If you want to add Minecraft Studio into that, so you get the beautiful coloured backgrounds with that very soft lace overlay. Remember, you can change all of these in Minecraft Studio. So you're going to get all 8 of those. You're going to get your Charisma artwork and your 2 different colourways in the nested wooden signs, and all your elements broken down, including the classic lace panel and the nested and the beautiful borders down here as well, plus all your flowers broken down into individual elements. If you want the Minecraft Studio with the dies, it's shop bundle and it's $69.99. If you want the Minecraft Studio with the SVG files for scan and cut, we're going to do a show on this at 6 o'clock where I take you into Canvas Workspace and we do lots of different things because I've got loads of ideas going on while Stephanie's demonstrating. You're going to get all of these plus the Minecraft Studio, and remember, when you see this in one size, you've got it in lots and lots of different sizes. We're going to have a really good play around with that one at 6 p.m. That is shop download SVG and Minecraft Studio. Absolutely exquisite. And then the stencils. So you've got your A5 panel stencil, so that beautiful luxurious lace design with the delicacy that you expect from Tattered Lace. A5 stencil lace panel, shop panel, $8.99. If you want the borders as a stencil, A5 vintage lace borders, shop border, $8.99, which is just fabulous, right? Are you ready for another demo? Okay, let's go back to Stephanie because she's got more to teach you.
I've tidied up a bit. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have. Right, so what I've done now, all I've done is stick down what I said I was going to do, is I've stuck down. So not everything's stuck, but I want to give you a couple of little tips. Right, my brush in here. So under there, I'm just going to roll it across this lace. Look, there you go. Another one here, roll it. Literally, because you've only got the tiniest amount of glue on here, when you roll it, it doesn't seep through. Look at how nice and flat that now is. Okay, so again, a little bit more. Go here, this one.
Sam's face.
What?
Like, how do you even think about that, right? Is that what's going through your head, isn't it? How do you even come up with that idea?
Right, so now there's my lacy panel. Here is my frame that's going to go over the top. But I've got this lovely piece of vellum that's cut. And the reason that I wanted to share this with you, because I want you to understand, if you were in the market for buying a Pro Cut machine, this, I think, is probably one of the best value machines on the market. And it's also one of the lowest priced machines on the market. And please don't think the price is because it isn't a good machine. So I've got 2 pieces here. One of them has been cut out of vellum and one of them has been cut out of card, and I'm just going to marry them up. So I'm going to have to just for a second just find where the home is of it, because it'll become apparent. Oh, that was beginner's luck. No, it wasn't, because it's not quite right. So then I'm going to go again. Just see if that's there. No, that doesn't feel quite right. Nearly. So you just keep going till you find that's it. Right. So I've now put that piece of vellum inside this piece of card, and I'm just going to just capture the edges to make sure that it is properly in. And if I've done a good enough job, I don't know whether I actually might have just missed. It didn't feel, one side didn't feel quite right. Just feel it there. Right. Because I want to show you this magic. There it is. Right, so when it drops in like that, this is the accuracy with which it cuts. So we've got two different pieces of card, and I'm just going to pick this up.
But two different materials too.
Two different materials, and look at that. This is where I'm just lifting it up. But look at how, I'm just going to hold that corner because I'm bending it a little bit. But look at how perfect that is. If I just get you in.
I think for me the choice
it's just perfect.
If you already have a die cutting machine, do you want to keep buying plates?
Yeah.
Or do you want a machine where you won't have to buy new plates, unless you want to keep one for speciality cardstock?
And it won't let you down.
No, and it will never let you down. It's an amazing machine.
So we can put that lovely vellum inside there if we choose to, and get that so that it's nested perfectly. And that for me, that's me cutting with confidence. That's what I really want to have when I've got something like this. Now I can then turn this on this card and it gives me a completely different look and feel. Even if you are not a card maker per se, making a handmade card like this and gifting it to somebody just makes them feel really, really special. So I'm going to take in here all these little elements that I've got and these lovely little tiny blue flowers. So we could be putting these little flowers, could literally lend themselves to being in between all the elements, or we could put them on here like this. So you could literally finish off and go all the way round with those, but we're not doing that. We're going to do this instead. So I've got my best wishes has been die cut, so it's going to go here. I've got my lovely little plaques, and look at these. I love the fact that we've got these little curls in them. So that little curl is ready for us to do some shaping. So I'm going to just break the fibres one way. So look at that. So no creases. Break the fibres this way. No creases. Break them this way. I'll just go again here. So we've got a little bit of movement, and that little best wishes is going to go in there like that. Okay, so then I've got to decide whether I'm going to keep that white panel or whether I'm just going to put the vellum, and I'm going to leave it like that and put this behind it, which I think actually looks really pretty. So that's what we're going to go with. So I've got this on foam, so that's ready to take this out like this. Then I'm going to lay that down that way, like that. This needs to go on here. It's a bit of pin flare glue gel, so you can't see it. That's one of the things about putting our stuff like that down. So that's one little thing that we could do, and all of our flowers would come out of here and we'd build a little bouquet. But I want to show you this as well. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold this into the middle like this. Okay, and I'm going to fold that one into the side like that, and I'm going to fold that one into the side like that. So we then fold this over the top just to get a crease. So get your crease there. Just push that down and make sure you pull it as you go along. Get all of that. Right, so we've got our little envelope, our little lacy envelope. So we need to do a couple of things. So first of all, we're going to trim that straight. So that's there. Then that is going to get the corner taken out like that. There and there. Just there. And lay that down and lay that down. Right, so then we trim off these little pips like this because we don't want them to go too far into overlapping. Then that's going to go there, that's going to go there. Oh, can you come a bit lower? There, that's going to go there. Just need to get that little bit of the pattern underneath. So just squeeze and press, squeeze and press, squeeze and press. So I've got made my little lace envelope. I just need to take that little corner out to tidy it up a little bit. And this one here, like this. So now that gets glued. So that will glue in place. Oh, there's a little bit there that's overlapping. So I've got a crease on it. So like that. So that goes. Your little card comes out, your envelope. Like this. That becomes your lace over the top. So you can layer it like this. Your little lacy envelope with your card just tucked in like that. So you've got another little topper that you're making to go on top of here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do it different again, because I'm going to take this one and I've just got to decide how tall it can be. So it's going to be there. So I've just looked at this in my eye.
Looked at it in your eye? As opposed to your nose or your nose. Oh, brilliant. I love that. Oh, that's the sort of thing I come out with that.
So we're now making a little cone.
I did that thing again this morning, forgot to start my car engine.
Oh, you didn't?
Tried to reverse, I did. I was focused on defrosting the windscreen this morning, and then I'm like, why is the fan not working? I was like, I'll switch it on.
we had ice on the inside of our bedroom windows this morning.
Oh, it's cold
well, Carl switched the heating off.
Oh.
So the little dog stopped barking last night.
Oh.
This is a thing that So I get home and I live in a very, very old house, and it used to be a rectory, so it's full of like family, we call them.
Team spirit, we call it.
We call it, yeah, spirit, our lovely spirits. And so some people are blessed at being able to talk to them.
Well, Hannah sees them.
I know.
And she'll message me and she'll go, so the maid's in the dining room and the little Jack Russell's running around upstairs.
But the best bit is, I've just got to roll this, sorry. Best bit is I get home one day and they say to me, oh, the Jack Russell's been barking. I'm like, what? Because
I got really excited because I could hear it. I was so excited. I was on my own at your house. You and Carl had gone away with Nancy and Gordon for the weekend. I was on my own and I could hear this. And I was like, yes, I can hear it. For the first time ever, I can hear it. And then I came back home.
And then I got home and said, that's not a Jack Russell, that's a dodgy radiator.
I was so excited.
It's a dodgy radiator in our bedroom.
Oh, gosh.
Needs the air getting out of it. Right,
Honestly.
So you've probably seen these made into cones before, but what you do, you roll both sides into a cone and you literally roll it so you've got a double cone like that, okay? So that one needs to be trimmed just so it's level. Actually, I'm going to take it, so I'm going to get it down to that bit of lace there. And then that one needs that bit cut in here and that little bit there. So you get this double cone that you create, which will sit on here, which we then can fill with all of our flowers. So just need to do a little bit of gluing. But how cute is that? Look. Where's my tape gone? It's here. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun. And we've got so many new products coming up this week that it's really exciting. And can I just make a request, please? Could you all, if you don't already and you'd like to see more of us, please type in the comments the word live. And then we can drop you a little message and tell you when we're here. And then the other thing that you can do is you can go onto our YouTube channel and you can watch us there too. And Andrew is going to be putting up loads more YouTube videos and stuff. So our lovely Lou and Carly are working really hard on getting us loads more videos. So that's the first one. So I put the tape down the middle and then I'm unrolling into the tape here like this. And then I'm going to just line that up and I'm using my brush to go into it and just get that so it's nicely done.
Reminds me of...
And there, look, there's our little thing.
Brandy snaps.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. But I want to get this lacy bit, so I don't want these looser pieces. I'm just going to get those so that they're all really nicely done at the top. So we'll just make any little loose bits. Perfect.
That's lovely, Stephanie.
So there's my little thing, right? So you've got envelopes and your thingies. Then we get our little card that goes on here. This will then go on there like this. But before we do anything, let's fill it with flowers. And we need a label, which is here. So that's our little label that's going to go into our flowers with our message on.
Lovely.
Our little best wishes will go on there. So we've got lots of dimension going on here, which is
coming up next, we've got David and Amanda taking you through Minecraft Studio, and then back at 12 o'clock, I'll be back taking you through the brand new from the archive Tattered Lace selection that we've got for you today, which is incredible value for money. Do you know, Stephanie, there's 201 of those card shapes or shape projects on that USB. They're 25 pence each.
What?
25 pence each.
I bet that was Diane's idea. Wasn't me, that one. Right, look, so now look at how you're building this up. So put you there. So I've got it stuck on this frame, so I've got somewhere to anchor it all. Okay. And I've lost where's my Bellamy bit? No, that's not that one. Oh, it is. I stuck it on there, didn't I? That's what we want. Like this. And then we need it like this. I've chopped my frame up.
Have you? Oh no!
Never mind. It won't matter. I'll just do on this for now. Never mind. Oh, that's what happens.
Carried away.
I did. I've just got to make sure they stay on the frame. Otherwise, it was going to be a disaster because it'll be stuck to the table.
Yeah, it will. That won't be good.
No. It's on the frame. You can put my little best wishes across there if you wanted to, or on there, which we'll put it on there now so I know that if I've got it on. So.
People are discussing whether they'd either run down the road if they heard something like that, or whether they love it.
Oh, I bet that's
like Andrew.
Oh, Andrew, yeah.
Andrew's like, don't tell me about it, don't want to know about it, and I'm like, bring it on.
He's got a rocking horse in the bedroom he sleeps in, and it's for the grandchildren. It's got nothing to do with any previous occupants whatsoever. And every night he talks to it and tells it not to come and visit.
Yeah, it does.
I was like, it's got no chance. That is never coming to visit you, Andrew.
I am one day going to tie invisible thread round it. And then I'm going to, in the middle of the night, I'm going to pull it and go, see how fast he can run.
You know what Carl once did, didn't you?
No.
And it was Halloween and there were people in the graveyard making a right racket. So he opened the window, squeaked the window, and was like, and they were all looking round because they got their torches on, and then he shouted, "Some of us are trying to get some sleep," and they thought it was in the
cemetery next door.
It wasn't really.
Oh dear.
It's just for fun. Well, that's not really for fun, but they shouldn't have been keeping us up because they were. Right, now, this one, the reason I wanted to show you this is because when you've got something like this that needs support across an aperture, that one goes behind the aperture.
Clever.
So it's going to go behind it to hold it all in place. Then we're going to put these little flowers, so that's your anchor. Because when you look into a lot of flowers, you often see that there's layers of them, don't you? You see that you've got loads and loads of little flowers that are all layered and dimensional. So,
Wendy says I'm really naughty. I would argue and say I'm mischievous.
Who says that?
Wendy Corbett.
Right,
Says,
hi Wendy.
Steph, do you have a graveyard? No, there's a church and a cemetery next door.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently it's the most haunted cemetery in Britain.
Is it?
Somebody was telling me the other day, yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Sally and John are in our garden. Well, it's shared. It's a shared bit with the church.
Yeah. Don't know who Sally and John are, but
Well,
they're in your
I've
garden.
never met them. They're
No.
dead. It's just the graves.
Yeah, no, I like stuff like that.
So do I.
It's when Hannah looks at me and I'm sat on the sofa at night and she'll go, yeah, the maid stood behind you. She wants you to go up for your bath now.
Yeah.
I love it.
Can you tell her to run it next time?
I'm like, it'll be 5 minutes and then I'll be on my way. She's like, yeah, she's climbing the stairs now waiting for you. I love it.
I do too.
You feel so protected when you're on your own in that house. It's lovely. I love it.
I'm sure one night one of them got into bed with me.
Yeah, that happened with me the night we came back from Turkey when we've been to that cadence training the first time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It happens at home though as well. A few times I felt the mattress sink down. I'm like, Mick, nothing. Mick, nothing. But you feel it. Yeah. I think you're in one camp or another, aren't you?
And it's not for everybody, is
No,
it?
it's not
Some
for
people
everybody
don't.
at all. No.
Some people don't think about it, but
That's
I
all
like
right.
it.
I like it too.
I like that little bit of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I want to just share this with
Stephanie,
you.
that's beautiful.
So that's what we've done.
That's really
Okay.
beautiful.
And
Look at
then
that.
imagine doing your frame round the outside edge. See how well I stuck it. Hopefully not too well. Like
Not
that.
time to set yet, has it?
No.
Oh, Stephanie, that's beautiful.
There you go.
How lovely is that?
And I'd lift this up so it's on a little bit of foam,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit higher up.
That's stunning. Look at you. You're having a lovely time, aren't you?
I'm right messy though. Look, I'm covered in
Yeah, but who
paint and
cares?
glue and stuff.
Who cares? That's what it's all about.
Oh, nobody, I guess.
Don't care, do we? Just wash your hands. Right, let's do a recap for you. So first of all, if you want the dies, the collection of dies, the brand new, wonderfully traditional tattered lace collection that we're bringing you today. It's shop traditional. It's $64.99. You're going to get that classic lace panel that you've just seen Stephanie make an envelope out of it, a little bouquet holder with the flowers. Absolutely beautiful. And what I love about these dies is it will cut into the cardstock, or the outside edge will enable you to cut it out of the cardstock. You're then going to get the lacy borders in there as well, which are exquisite and will work perfectly. You saw Stephanie show you how to mitre the corners with that to create the frame. You're then also going to get your fundamental squares with that lovely, almost like a picot edge. They're beautiful. That out of vellum would look absolutely exquisite. Then you've got your nested wooden signs that are perfect for your sentiment plaques. And you've got those in 2 different colourways of the charisma if you get the artwork. And then also down at the bottom, you've got your florals in there as well. So all of those, $64.99 shop traditional. If you want to add in Mycraft Studio, which gives you those 2 different colourways, then this is absolutely for you as well. So you're going to get the panel and the borders. You then can change all the colours on these, so you get the flower heads broken down. You can resize them all, you can flip them, you can do all those amazing things. You can make them into wreaths and then cut them out. You've got all your foliage in here as well. You've got that lovely hanging vine down there, your different wooden elements. You get all your charisma included in there too. And then you also get these beautiful backgrounds. So the colourways that are colour picked so that they match perfectly. So you don't go to your stash and go, oh, that green will do, or oh, that blue's kind of like it. You get absolute perfection when you do that, which is lovely. So if you want it, the bundle with the Mycraft Studio shop bundle is $69.99. You've got a £24.95 saving there on a brand new collection. And what I love about Tattered Lace is it's very much like 2 Red Robins. It will work with previous collections and it will work with collections to come, which is fantastic. And not just with Tattered Lace, with things like the In the Studio ones that we've brought you, the Eastern elements. Absolutely, it will work with all of those. If you're a Scan and Cut user and you want the SVG files on the Mycraft Studio, it's shop download, gets you the SVG files, all scalable. We're going to play around with this at 6 o'clock tonight in Canvas Workspace, so I can show you how to get the best out of these files. Then I'm also back at 12 o'clock with another show that we did this morning where we're going to do more of the shaped cards download, which is our newest archive collection this morning. So we're going back to some of the revisiting some of the Tattered Lace USBs that we used to bring you, but as digital downloads at a ridiculous deal. So if you want that, it's shop download, SVG and Mycraft Studio, $22.99. If you want the stencils, and these are beautiful, so you've got your shop panel, gives you an A5 stencil lace panel. Get yourself some stencil spray. If you got the expanding paste from David, you could colour it with one of the paints and then literally drag it across that stencil and lift it off. And you don't even need to do the whole stencil, just a little bit down the side. These would also be wonderful with those rice papers that Stephanie bought you last week. Shop panel gets you the A5 lace panel. Shop border gets you the A5 stencil with the vintage lace borders, $8.99. Right, shaped cards next, because we've had a few people asking about these. So, templates for your shaped cards. We will put the videos up. Stephanie will be on to Andrew, I guess, when we come off here.
As soon as we come off,
and get those sorted out for you. So you're going to get your shutter card template. You're also going to get your pop-up card template. You're also going to get your centre stepper card template, and you're also going to get your trifold shutter card. So this is what they look like. That's your pop-up. But I actually like it like that as a card blank. I think it looks fabulous. So that's your first one. Then you get your side stepper. So no more measuring and messing about. Then you've got your centre stepper. And last but by no means least, you've got your shutter card in there as well. And these are going to be absolutely fabulous with those dies. So that's shop shape, set 1, $9.99. If you want set 2, it's shop card. That gives you this shape card or that, depending on which way you want to use it. You've then got your diamond shape, which I love. I think that's just a fabulous shape card. So you've got that. You've got this one, which is your triangular card, which just makes me smile because it's super easy to put together. That looks, isn't it fabulous? It's getting those angles right when you're trying to design something like that. We've done that for you. And then this one, which I'm just going to take to the back and show you what it looks like when you fold it the other way around like that, and then you fill it with those beautiful die cuts. Thank you, Sam. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? And that's that card shape, but just folded backwards instead of forwards. Isn't that amazing? Just on that top spine there. Really, really clever. And I love it when we get shaped cards like that because it makes everything look different. It gives you another look and feel to it all. And then these are the SVG. These were done on the scan and cut, so you get the matte layers with your templates. You design your matte layers, but with your SVGs, they come with it. So don't think that you're going to get the matte layers as well, but you can work those out quite easily. Just measure it and then cut a rectangle or a square that's smaller. So you've got that one, which is your shutter card. You then also get your tuxedo card, which is this one. Whoops. Then you get your box card, which can be used that way or that way, and resized, of course. And then you also get this one, which is lovely. Now that will be fabulous with those lacy panels in there and all your flowers building up. So if you want that one, it's shop stencil. That's set 3 and it's £9.99. Right, Stephanie, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Please, could I have a piece of the white card that's in there?
The posh card.
The posh card. I need to share this with
everybody.
everybody.
Do you want the cream one?
The cream one. Yes, the creamy one would be lovely. And
okay.
It doesn't matter. And no, the whiter one, please.
This one?
Yeah.
You can.
Just right. So this is a piece of A4. This is the equivalent of a piece of A4. How am I going to mount that on that? I'm going to have to cut it twice.
Okay.
So if you got this one, this cardstock, which is much bigger because it's A3 plus,
it is.
It would allow you to.
I thought that if you cut yourself.
No.
Oh.
No.
I haven't cut myself either. That's weird.
Maybe it's probably paint.
Yeah, probably.
So what you can do is and you see this cream, it's picking up the cream that we've got here. And can you see those tiny little blue flowers I've put in? What a difference that makes. But this cardstock means that I can make my whole card with one fold, which is absolutely brilliant. I do too, because it saves you so much time.
It does.
When you're doing stuff.
It looks neater, doesn't it?
And it looks more professional.
Yeah, it does, absolutely.
So I'm just going to go there. I'm just going to move that out of the way because that really isn't dry. And just come into here. So I'm going to go up there. Got you. And I've got, and then because it's got paint on it, I'm going to turn it the other way and pretend I can't see it. But joking apart, because of where it is, if you put an insert in that, you wouldn't see that.
See it. No.
So that's that bit done. And then I've lifted up my white. I've lifted up, let me just get that properly creased. And that tiny, tiny cream border around there is enough to just bring in the cream that we've got
it's
there.
Beautiful.
It's not quite level, so let's just sort that bit out because we can't have it not level. Or it is by the time I finish leveling it, it won't fit.
It's one of those, isn't it, where you start?
Just, oh, no.
Just stick a bit more off here and a bit more off there.
I'm going to pop you on there. Perfect. Now that little tiny cream border that we've got, just finishing off the design. So I'm just going to take that and just put, so it's like having a spreader here. There. Right, so that would be probably, use your double-sided tape, it'd be better. I'm doing that for speed, but just want to, it's not perfectly straight, but never mind, we're not worried about that because your eyes are taken into those lovely flowers. And look at that, just that little bit of white of cream around the edges is what's finishing off those little blue flowers. So the blue picks up the blue, the pink ones pick up the pink, the yellow's picked up by the cream background. The flowers, the little roses have got some pink in them, some cream and some white. So the white goes with the white background that we've got here. And that finishes off our card with lots of dimension.
Everyone's loving your demonstrations, Stephanie. Tracy says, hello, thank you, Stephanie, for your beautiful demonstrations. Please, can you tell me if you want to print on vellum, do you do the same as you do with rice paper? So do you put a little bit of stencil spray on it? If you get our vellum...
I don't find you need to.
No, I don't either.
So what I would do is make sure you feed it in with just one sheet, and when it comes out, just give it a minute to make sure that the ink is really properly dry. It depends on your printer and how much ink it's laying down as to whether it'll be instantly dry or it'll take a second. But this is our super quality vellum that we have. Look at that. I mean, that's beautifully printed.
Pat says she wishes the card was a giveaway.
Right, well, why can't it be?
Well, it can be. We can make that happen.
So whoever wins the Wheel of Fortune,
spin the wheel,
wins the card.
As well as what they win on
as well as
there you go.
Yeah, does that work?
There you go. See?
There you go. See, we can do stuff.
We're good, aren't we?
Right, so right, how much time we've got? 15 minutes.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Right, I've got time I won't glue anything. I'll just lay it down and show you this one. Because our lovely design team have helped me and made me loads of demos. So I need to just share with you. Let's do this one. We'll just make a bit of space.
Yeah, you clean up like I do. You know when you swim and you do the breaststroke? That's how I clean my desk.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's clean now. Got loads of space.
On the sides.
Right. So this is what happens if you don't have A3 card and you want to do a bigger card. You need to actually attach it like that and cut 2 pieces. But that's perfectly okay and it looks quite acceptable. So, I've just had a thought. You could print on this. That would look pretty. That would look lovely. That would look beautiful. So we've got a lovely mirror finish to go first. Then a little bit of white card. Now, I tell you what, guys, years ago, mirror card and lots of the other cards was really expensive. And we used to call what was called gutting. I think that's going to be coming back because the price of cards has gone so through the roof. So basically, what you do is you take this die, cut out the middle of that piece there, save it, and then put this one on top. So there was a hole behind it, but you didn't know. And actually, what ended up happening was there were holes all the way through the card, but nobody knew because you didn't see it. So look at how these colours have been chosen so carefully to go with this, and then that beautiful paper. Now, I'm just going to pull out the rice paper that I had on earlier in the week, which you can still get this, everybody. But look at this. Look at these rice papers. These were the ones that I shabbied last night when we were joking about it. But I'm gonna get the one that was the shabbiest.
Okay.
Because you look at what happens here. If I take that and I place that here or here, look at how gorgeous that looks. That's going to look stunning if you were to use this. And all I did was this one, was crumpled it up and then took some of the holographic from Cadence and literally rubbed my fingers over it so it went on the creases. This has got some foiling on it, but I would be just getting it so that you can see a bit of that, so that you've got a little bit of that texture coming through. And then you can, and don't forget, you can always do this with your flowers, guys. You can take them, and it doesn't have to be something you've done in Minecraft Studio. Oh, and I'm going to tell you, and now I'm pretty sure we still do this, but if your printer's broken and you haven't got a printer at home and you need to be able to get something printed, you can, we do a service, Sam, do we still do that? Where you can literally, you don't want
get
that
the
much,
artwork
that's too much. Don't look at that one, that's wrong.
Here we go again.
I know.
I love it.
I'm always in a rush to do the next
you
bit.
Are.
So just need a bit
you
of
are
water.
Today because you're going to Denmark in an hour.
I know. I've still got to work with Katie for a bit before I go. That's better. Look, I wanted just to ink the edges, not put a great big blob on it like I did if you haven't got cadence for this, use an old tea bag. But look now at how that goes with that. Look at the difference it's made. Just that little bit of texture. Here's the sentiment that you've got that would go in there. And just by layering up, let's get these colours so that they're layered beautifully and you can see the texture. Look at the layered elements. And you don't even need to use loads of the lacy pieces, but we will. So I'm just going to little bit of, just so that they've got that little bit of texture on them. Then I can come in here, bring in my, so you've got those pinks and lovely apricots all coming together, but that colour, look at how that's just blended it and pulled that all in together. Then I've got my lace pieces, and I can get some of the lace here. And what I'll do here.
Oh, Daphne's saying, please can you continue what you were saying about the service, please, Daphne?
Oh, did I not finish? I'm sorry.
Oh, Daphne, that's brilliant.
Didn't I finish?
No, you didn't.
Sam, do you want to tell everybody?
We print the reflections and send them out.
So the service is, you can get your reflections printed and we will post them to you. So you just go online and you say you want printed reflections and we print them out. Sam, do you know how much it is? Is it £1?
I think it varies, yeah, from about 89p to £1 or something like that.
I don't know.
It's really cheap because that includes the print and the paper.
I know.
Oh God, I've just done it now, Sam. You're going to be busy.
Okay. She can't fit anything else in a day, or Sam.
Right.
It's not possible.
I'm making just a little lacy thing. Okay. Just like a little lacy bit of a doily. There. And then you need some double-sided tape. I haven't done any proper paper crafting for
I know, that's why I can tell you're enjoying yourself.
Where's that?
You've been too busy building shows. Love these demos, brilliant ideas, says Carol. Everybody is loving them, Stephanie. So happy.
Right, so now, did you see what I did? I've just turned that over because I need that tape and I didn't want to faff with it. So I'm going to start there, come round here, just put little pleats in it as you go. Don't have to be perfect. So you've got a little pleated half doily, which we can then put our rose up. So you can have it as half a bit for the rose, or you can do a complete one. That's the other bit of the doily I had. Done with it. I know what I'll do. I'll get it out of here. I want to show you this little mini doily.
Okay.
Okay.
1 minute we'll draw a winner. Do you want to do it now while Stephanie's looking for the doodad?
Got it, I just can't get it out quick enough.
I'll get the wheel of chance. Oh, it's all going. Keeps on now.
What's happened?
Oh, just the stencils are falling off.
Janet J.
Janet J.
Janet.
Janet.
Oh, great.
So let's spin this wheel and see what you get. You're also going to get. Should we do? No, let's do it with the card and that.
Yeah, because otherwise they've got. Amber's got to work out how to do it.
Nine is spin again. It does like spin again. What is it with that?
Makes it more fun.
And again. What's
wow.
going on?
That's like getting a lucky dip in the lottery.
It is.
You might win, you might not.
Right, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm winking out. Guess what? Spin again. Seriously. No, we're not having that. 9. Flipping heck.
Right.
It's a good job we didn't wait for a minute, isn't it?
250 points.
No, wait. Let's see what this one lands on. If it lands on spin again, which it has, 250 points you're going to get, and the card that Stephanie made. That's ridiculous, isn't it? How many times did we spin that wheel then? Flipping heck. Anyway, well done.
So you make yourself these little rosettes like this, and then put your flowers or your messages in the middle. And you literally, all you have to do is dampen the paper to be able to do it, or you put
a little bow in the middle.
Lovely. Or you put a big bow in the middle, or you put other flowers. Anyway,
right, so coming up next, we've got David and Amanda taking you through Minecraft Studio, and I will be back with you at 12 o'clock for the second instalment of the Scan and Cut and Tattered Lace archive shape card. You don't want to miss that, it's going to be a cracker. And then back tonight at 6 o'clock, where I'm going to show you how you can get the most out of the files for this download. Thank you, it's been a pleasure as ever. Stephanie, amazing. Thank you.
And I'll be back with lots of gossip.
On Thursday.
On Thursday.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Where we've been. I'll take lots of pictures.
Yes, please do. Stay tuned. David and Amanda coming up next. Bye.